Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be doing a flip through of my Hobonichi Techo art/junk journal. I have ultimately decided to discontinue journaling in the Techo because the skipped pages are just a little too much for me. But I will be starting a new undated art journal. So this flip through is kind of like a little goodbye send-off for the Techo. Daily journaling in this fashion is just a bit much for me and I can't keep up with it. Anyway, here is day 1 of January, just a colorful pastel collage. For days 2 and 3, I did write a little bit more, just kind of like my thoughts of starting the new year, and I did some more collage as you can see. You can see that I kind of have a thing for saving cookie and candy wrappers and things like that. I enjoy sticking them in journals. It kind of just helps remind me of the sensations, I guess, of that day. On the 4th and 5th here, I tried out some washi tapes that I really liked. I did a little doodling, and I also added in the sticker that I was designing at the time. And you can barely see it in this shot, but I did clip a little bit of a chocolate ribbon here from one of my favorite chocolate shops. Here on the 6th and 7th, I really wanted to try to do a 2-page spread. This includes just some lantern paper left over from the 4th of July, and I added a big fat sticker, and I just kind of really played around with these entries. Through the process of journaling, I kind of reconnected with collage. I remembered that I really enjoyed doing collage, and I think I'm going to incorporate it more in my artwork going forward. Days 8 and 9 were more writing oriented, kind of like note keeping, testing out my new stickers that I was still in the process of designing. I had also just gotten started working on my Corgi planner sticker sets. On the 10th, I had decided that I hadn't been drawing enough in this art/junk journal, and I did a little sketch here. And the following page is mostly just me testing out my new Corgi planner sticker sets. I wanted to put them in use and see how they worked in the journals and decide if I needed to make any edits. I think they went through one more editing process after this, but overall I was really pleased with how they were turning out. The next couple of days were like my cheater days because I didn't really have it in me to do any journaling, so I kind of just slapped some really big stickers on there. And on the 13th I did try a little harder, and I made it kind of like a little gallery layout of some old stickers that I had found. And on the 14th, I was feeling very like Winnie the Pooh in the picture, like giving the raspberries to the day. So that was another cheater day. And then I reconnected with some old stickers that I had designed, and I started thinking about new designs using the clear sticker paper. And then here, of course, I always have odes to my dog everywhere because I just love her so much. And the 17th was a cartoon doodle of a bunch of my current worries at the time. And some of those worries are still ongoing. Now, on the 18th, I actually had a dentist appointment, and I had to have my first ever filling, and I was not happy about that. So I'm not sure why I drew a bunch of happy teeth, probably because it's more fun to look at happy teeth than sad teeth. And the 20th, more cartoon doodles of me trying heatless curls, and then more stickers to walk back down memory lane. Towards the end of January, I had been lagging a little bit in the journaling, and on the 23rd, I wanted to try a more aesthetic layout because I had been seeing all of these other journals of other people's stuff, and they had these really beautiful aesthetic layouts, and I felt like my journal looked like junk. I did get over that to a degree. And then comes the Fortnite pages because my nephew introduced me to Fortnite, and I am in love with playing Lego Fortnite. So there you have it. More cartoon doodling for my haircut day. I was really happy on that day. And then the following day I have some doodles because my nephew had a sleepover. And of course we have soda and donuts and all sorts of fun things. The 28th was definitely a cleaning focused day, and I used the opportunity to use these stickers. And the 29th I tried to do another little aesthetic layout for whatever reason. I kind of like these green themed pages here. I was very much hoping for spring to come early. And of course, the 31st is another I love my dog journal entry. And here we finally come to the end of January, and I did give myself a little stamp, and I acknowledged that we finished January, and these are the stamps that I used. I didn't do a very good job of stamping, mainly because the surface was too uneven, but you know, it still works. I got off to another good start with journaling in February. And spoiler alert, I did actually complete the entirety of February. On the 4th and 5th here, I started logging a little bit of like some of the food I had eaten. On the 4th, I went with my brother and sister-in-law and my nephew to go to the new Korean corn dog shop. Then on the 5th, I made myself butter chicken, and I found some old stickers while I was cleaning, and I just decided to slap them in there. More old stickers that I found, and then more journaling about food. This was my falafel night. I made falafel and it was very good. I think probably out of all the entries for February, I do like the ones where I did the little food drawings the best. More Lego Fortnite, and then I did a really big collage for the Lunar New Year here, the Year of the Dragon. Again, I used just some scrap lantern papers left over from fireworks because I thought they were pretty, and I still think they're pretty, even though some people will think they're junk. So I just kind of did like a little red lantern theme here in my journal, and this is probably one of my favorite collages out of the whole journal. When I do start having fun with collage in the journal, this is the time where I start thinking that I don't have enough space in the Techo to really do everything that I want to do. So when I do move on to a new journal, it's going to be a bigger one, and I can already tell you that it's going to be a Midori MD. And after that lovely spread, I had a dog throw up day. And of course, the pets throwing up day gets the ugly washi tape as well. Now, for Valentine's Day, I did another food sketch. I went out with my family and we got hamburgers. Oh, and we must not forget the cupcakes. The cupcakes were important too. As you can see now, towards the end of January, I started getting a little bit lax. I started sticking in a lot more stickers, and I don't even remember half of what I wrote about. I did try another new two-page spread here on the 18th and 19th. Of course, it's Lego Fortnite related. I did like the little doodle idea that I had to put like a little Polaroid frame around the picture that I had printed out. So there's that. And here we are, another entry about Lego Fortnite. I did really like this little bird sketch that I did in ink and highlighter. It's not like I didn't use the best quality tools, but it still turned out really cute. I guess that goes to show you don't need fancy tools to make art. And here we have more cartoon doodling. It was a big migraine weekend, basically. Yeah. Then, after 2 days of migraine, I finally woke up migraine-free, and of course, I had to commemorate that with a doodle. Then, we went to IKEA. The IKEA journals I actually filled in after the fact, and I did some cartoon doodles, because I pretty much spent the whole week putting this bed together and reorganizing everything and organizing the closet and all that, and then I think I finally finished on the 29th. And here we have finished off February. Like I said, I did manage to complete 2 months in this journal, but March is where things start falling off. I did the first 2 days here of March, and then immediately there is an empty page. And more empty pages after this. And having too many empty pages between entries just kind of did this daily journaling in for me because I just couldn't handle it. So basically in early March, I knew that if I was going to continue journaling, I was going to need to find a new journal because this Techo just ended up not being fun for me anymore. I still like the pages in this one, especially this one that reminded me of my trip to the beach in Maryland with my cousins because we went and got snacks. I did give it one more shot after this, and I went through on my phone and I printed out some pictures that I had taken on these previous days. I didn't actually journal these on the days, and I added them in there and tried to remember some of my thoughts on the days. But it still didn't work out because I guess I don't take pictures every day because, yeah, I missed the 10th. And here on the 11th is another reason why daily journaling doesn't work for me because I was in the middle of doing a crochet project at the time too. And then, of course, here's another blank page, then a picture that I saved off of Pinterest because I really like the color palette. But these were just kind of filler days. I don't really have any sort of emotional connection to the color palette. It's just something I recognized. Then here's more blank pages, and the blank pages get more and more in between the posts until finally I get to a doodle page where I had finally finished my crochet cardigan, which turned out nice, by the way. And then again, more blank pages. I think if I were to try daily journaling again, I would do it in the Hobonichi weeks. That way I only had a small section where I had to write. But for now, I'm happy just journaling in the Midori whenever I find the time. And the last journal entry was my birthday, which my brother got me a Tokyo Treats box for my birthday. So, of course, I had to put more candy wrappers in there. So, yeah, this is the end of my attempt at daily journaling. But, you know, I don't feel too bad about it. I've gotten started now in the Midori, which I am enjoying a lot more. It gives me more freedom to draw and do collage. The pages are larger and so on. So that is pretty much it for this video. Have you failed at daily journaling too? If you have, please let me know in the comments. We can commiserate together. And if you haven't failed at daily journaling, feel free to also leave a comment and tell me how the heck you did it. Anyhow, I'll be back next week with either some sort of stationery video or art video. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.